What's up, Kickstarter? I wanted to do a quick update for you and tell you a quick, very cool story. It'll be fast, I'll be brief, but it's important, so I wanted to share it with you. When I first started designing Galaxy cards in 2012, I looked at as many decks as I possibly could get my hands on, and I tried to get as much reference and information and education on playing cards as I could. So I looked at as many custom decks as possible and really just tried to educate myself, really looking for inspiration and to find what the benchmark was for the industry to know where and what I had to do with my deck. I had no idea when I first started that there was even a custom deck industry. So the first deck that I found that really had a real profound impact on me artistically and from a magician and cardistry standpoint was the Artifice deck, and it was printed by Illusionist, which is a division of USPCC. It's like their Magic division, and I was floored. I was just absolutely floored by it. It stood out among all the other decks that I had found and really showcased uh, kind of another artist doing what I felt like I was doing, reinventing and trying to really change things. It wasn't standard quartz. It wasn't just regular quartz like you find different colored quartz or blacked out quartz at the time or anything like that. They were fully reimagined quartz and fit into the lore of standard playing cards, but were a complete reimagining. And so I was floored. I loved it. I forked out $15 at the local magic shop in San Francisco for it. Without blinking, I bought a card clip for it, and it changed my perception of custom playing cards. It was like seeing a Lamborghini all of a sudden and being like, "Wow! If I'm gonna make cars, it's got to be that cool. It has to at least try to be that cool." So it had a huge impact on me. It became my performance deck, and as I learned magic and cardistry and formed myself as a magician, uh, this deck was there with me the whole entire way, and I would never even attempt a trick unless I knew I could pull it off with this deck, just because this deck is like it's like a tuxedo. You don't headbang in a tuxedo. You make sure that you're composed and you have everything in order when you're in a tuxedo. So at the start of the Galaxy Cards 2 project, I noticed a deck up on Kickstarter called the Empire deck, and the moment I saw it, I pledged for it. I noticed something really quickly in the description, something about he had worked for Illusionist, and as soon as I saw the deck, I pledged. I just ran right in and pledged, got myself a deck, and wrote him a quick note, said thank you for making the deck. I told him about my experience with Illusionist and Artifice, and I just told him that Artifice had been a real it had a huge impact on my life. So the creator, wrote me back shortly after and told me that he had designed the Artifice deck, and he also told me that he had checked out the GC2E project. He thought that the design was punchy and vibrant and potent and popped, and liked the company name, and it was just an incredible experience to get that kind of feedback from someone who had had such a huge impact on me. And he's an incredible guy. He's a brilliant designer. His name is Lee McKenzie, and like I said, his deck Empire is on Kickstarter right now. I have never done a shout out before. I've never said check this deck out or anything. I've always kind of done my own thing, but I think that Kickstarter is lucky to have him, and I think that it's the way that it should be. I think I'm really excited for him to see where he goes with his company that he's creating and his vision that he has. He's got great drive, and I'm happy to call him my friend. And I just wanted to thank you as well for being a part of the GC2E project and the Flowers and Galaxy Cards 1 project and bringing me to this moment of getting to meet and interact with such an incredible person that had such a huge impact on me professionally and personally, and from a design standpoint and from an education in magic and cardistry and style. Just what a great experience. And you all helped to bring me to this. You guys kept me at Kickstarter. You kept me going with new decks, and it brought me to this point. So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank Lee McKenzie for all his input and feedback. It's an incredible experience, like I said, to meet him and get to call him my friend. So go check his deck out. It's up today. It's got like one more day left. At least just go check it out. I hope you guys support him. He has my full support. I'm excited to see what the future holds for him. And I just want to thank you all. We're coming up at the end of the GC2E project. We have just a few days left. We're well past funding. We're in a great position. I'm getting ready to order all the decks. Everything is, it's going phenomenally. So thank you again. And I will have those decks out to you soon. Thanks again, guys.